Describe the modification of stems with suitable examples. Students, generally we know stems are the aerial parts of the plant and they provide support to the plants, and to these stem many appendages of plants are attached like leaf, flower, branches, fruits. All these are attached to the stem. But in certain plants, these stems are modified and it is used for various purposes. So let us learn what are these modifications of stems. Under that, the first one, underground stem, or they're also called as storage stems. So in plants like ginger and banana, the underground stem is called rhizome. So here we can see this is a rhizome. It is a swollen structure, a stem in which the excess of food substances is stored, that is, excess of glucose is stored in the form of starch. So this structure is called rhizome. And similarly, in plants like colocasia, this part, swollen structure, is called corm. So rhizomes, corms and tubers. So similarly, in plants like potato, it's an underground stem. The stem becomes swollen due to accumulation of the food. Now the swollen structure, these structures are called tubers. They help in storage of food, and these structures also bear small eyes on it, and it is the place where the leaf were attached. So it is a scarf, a leaf scarf, and from here new plants can arise. So these are the location where when these potatoes are kept in moist condition, now these eyes or buds give rises to new leaves from which a new plant can be grown. So rhizomes and corms are underground stems. They are modified for storage of the food, and similarly tubers are also underground stem. They are modified for storage of food. Example for rhizome is ginger, corm is colocasia, and for tuber is potato. So this is the first modification of stem where it is used as a stored substance for food. And the next one is supportive stems. So here tendrils. So these supportive stems are called tendril. We can observe a spring-like structure over here which is coiled to the strong substance, a branch. Okay. And similarly here also we can see this spring-like substance. In certain plants the stem is very weak and it is very thin and slender, and these plants do not get support directly. They have got a thin, slender, spirally coiled structures called tendril. Now these tendrils attaches itself to a nearby structure to get the support. So these structures are called tendrils. So tendrils are thin, slender, spirally coiled like structures. They are seen in certain weak plants whose stem is very thin and they need certain support to grow. So in those plants, tendrils attaches itself to a nearby support and gives strength for the plant, gives support for the plant to grow. Now these tendrils are found in plants such as cucumber, melons and other plants which belongs to the family Cucurbitaceae. So tendrils are supportive structures. They look like a spring. They bind or attaches itself to a nearby structure to provide support. And the next modification is thorns. So generally we observe thorns. So these are the thorns over here. So in certain plants like citrus plants, that is lemon or orange, they have got a sharp thorn. So these pointed structures provide protection to the plants from the herbivores. So this pricks, right, the thorns pricks. So it provides protection against animals which comes to eat the plant. So again this is a modified stem. The stem modifies and becomes a sharp pointed structure. We call the structure as thorns. So they are found in plants like lemons, orange, or plants which belongs to citrus family, or plants in bougainvillea. So these are the examples for thorns. The next modification is runners. So runners, here we can observe in grasses, in the underground, it's an underground stem which connects one plant to another, and they help in penetration in the soil. So these are called runners. They have fibrous adventitious roots and nodes. When the runners are cut off, each plant can grow individually. So they also help in vegetative propagations. So runners are modified stem. They grow under the soil. They help in penetration and they connect one plant to another. They have got fibrous roots or adventitious roots which help them to grow when the runners are cut off. In certain aquatic plants, the short lateral stems which connects the two plants, this is called offsets. They are connecting one plant with another. So this offset is nothing but a modified shoot. In plants like Eichhornia, the two plants are connected by the offsets, and here also when the offset separates or breaks, the two plants grow individually. And these Eichhornia, the short lateral stems have tufts of roots at the node and give rise to new plants. So that means here there is a node-like system. So when the nodes are cut off, from here new leaves arises, so they help in vegetative propagations. So runners and offsets are again modified stem which helps in vegetative propagation. Runner is an underground stem. It helps in penetration. In aquatic plants, similar to that of runner, we find offset. So these are the modifications of stem. We have learned about storage stems, the stems which give support, tendril, the stem which gives protection, thorns, the stem which helps in vegetative propagations like runners and offsets. So these are different modification of stem which is used for various functions. Under storage, we learned about rhizome, corm and tuber. They help in storing excess of glucose in the form of starch.